Have you ever wondered why you can do everything right? Eat well, stay active, even go to bed early, yet still wake up tired, foggy, or achy? The answer may not be inside your body at all. It could be sitting just a few inches from your bed, quietly stealing the rest your body needs to heal. That's what I want to share with you tonight. The hidden disruptors in our bedrooms. Things we barely notice, but that can keep us from the deep, restorative sleep our bodies are craving. And the good news is, with a few simple changes, you can turn your bedroom back into a true sanctuary. Before we dive in, if you find comfort in honest conversations like this, hit subscribe. We share stories that don't just pass time, they help make sense of it. Let me begin with a woman I met years ago, Evelyn. She was a retired teacher in her 70s, sharp as a tack and determined to stay healthy. She ate well, walked every day, meditated before bed. She was doing everything right, yet every morning she woke up exhausted, her head heavy, her thoughts cloudy. Her doctor found nothing wrong. Blood work was fine, heart strong. Just aging, they said. But Evelyn wasn't ready to accept that. One evening, she stumbled across an article about electronics in the bedroom. Out of curiosity, she took her bright digital alarm clock off the nightstand. It had been sitting less than a foot from her pillow for years, and replaced it with a small battery-powered one she set across the room. Within a week, her mornings felt different. The headaches faded. She woke up feeling clearer, more alert. She told me, it was like someone had lifted a fog I didn't even know I was living under. Now, does that prove alarm clocks are dangerous? No. What it shows is that our environment, especially where we sleep, is worth paying attention to. For Evelyn, moving one object made a surprising difference. The glowing clock and nightstand electronics. Many of us keep a digital clock or our phone just inches from our head. These devices give off light and, in some cases, low-level electromagnetic fields. Science tells us the fields drop quickly with distance, but light, especially the blue kind, absolutely interferes with our sleep hormone, melatonin. And melatonin is essential not just for falling asleep, but for deep repair throughout the night. Think about the last time you woke up at 2 a.m. and glanced at your clock. The numbers glow bright red or green, and suddenly you're doing the math in your head. If I fall asleep now, I'll get 4 more hours. Instead of calming you, that little clock fuels stress. For many of us, the clock isn't helping, it's keeping us awake. So what can you do? Keep the glowing gadgets at least a few feet from your bed. Use dim or amber displays. Or go old school, an analog clock you have to squint at a little. That extra distance gives your brain a break, and the effort of getting up to turn off the alarm might even help you get out of bed in the morning. The Wi-Fi dilemma. We live in a connected world. I'll be honest, my router used to sit on the dresser in my bedroom. It was convenient until I realized it stayed on all night, pulsing signals I didn't need while I slept. The research on Wi-Fi and health isn't conclusive, but there's enough uncertainty that many scientists suggest what's called prudent avoidance. Basically, reduce exposure when it's easy to do. For sleep, that means moving the router out of the bedroom or putting it on a simple timer that shuts it off at night. You'll still have full connection during the day, and your body gets a quiet space at night. I once had a neighbor, Harold, who loved gadgets. His Wi-Fi router sat on a shelf right across from his bed. Over time, he noticed his memory slipping and his sleep getting choppier. On his doctor's suggestion, he moved the router to the far corner of his house and put it on a timer. Within weeks, his wife told me, he was more alert at breakfast and less irritable in the evenings. Was it all because of the router? Hard to say. But for Harold, creating that quiet space at night made a real difference. Think of it less as fear and more as courtesy. Courtesy to your brain while it works its hardest job, healing you during sleep. Scented plugins and sprays. Now let's talk about something you can smell. Many of us love a nice scent in the bedroom. A lavender plug-in, a floral spray. The sense that the room is clean and welcoming. But the reality is, most plug-in air fresheners release not just fragrance, but volatile organic compounds, chemicals like formaldehyde and phthalates that irritate the lungs, especially with age. I knew a woman named Virginia who loved her lavender plug-ins. She had them in every room. Over time, her cough worsened, and she never connected the dots until she spent a week at her daughter's house. No plug-ins, no cough. When she came home, she unplugged them and replaced them with a bowl of baking soda and a small sachet of dried lavender across the room. Her breathing eased within days. The lesson? Scents are fine, but choose natural ones. Ventilate, use essential oils sparingly, and never right next to your pillow. Your lungs deserve clean air, especially at night. Sometimes the cleanest smell is no smell at all. Electric blankets and heating pads. On cold nights, there's nothing better than sliding under a warm blanket. I grew up in the Midwest, and believe me, an electric blanket felt like a gift from heaven in January. But sleeping under one all night may not be the best idea as we age. The bigger issue isn't radiation, it's constant heat and the risks of prolonged contact. Seniors with thinner skin or neuropathy can burn without realizing it. And some studies raise questions about long-term inflammation when the body spends 8 hours wrapped in wires carrying current. Safer options: pre-warm the bed, then unplug the device before sleep. Layer with wool or flannel, or use a hot water bottle at your feet. You'll stay warm, and your body can rest without interference. There's something satisfying about stacking on layers of natural fibers. Flannel sheets, a down comforter, a wool throw. Each layer feels like a hug. And unlike wires, those layers never hum or buzz or raise questions about your safety. Light hygiene, the forgotten factor. Perhaps the most powerful disruptor isn't electronic at all. It's light. Our bodies run on circadian rhythms, and light is the master switch. Bright screens or overhead LEDs late at night trick the brain into thinking it's still daytime. Melatonin production stalls, and restorative sleep suffers. I know for myself, if I'm scrolling on a phone before bed, my mind stays restless even after I put it down. But if I dim the lights, maybe put on a small amber lamp, I feel sleepier without even trying. This one is simple. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Use warm bulbs, amber lamps, or candles. Put your phone on night mode, or better yet, leave it charging in another room. And in the morning, step outside into daylight. It anchors your rhythm and sharpens your alertness for the day ahead. So there you have it. 5 common disruptors: clocks and phones, Wi-Fi routers, plug-in scents, electric blankets, and evening light. None of them are villains in themselves. But for those of us whose bodies don't bounce back as quickly as they once did, small stressors add up. The encouraging part: the solutions are simple. Move the clock, put the router on a timer, swap the plug-ins for baking soda or dried herbs. Layer blankets instead of plugging them in. Dim the lights before bed. It's not about being perfect. It's about giving your body fewer battles to fight while it's trying to heal. One change at a time can transform your nights from restless to restorative. And here's the beautiful part. When sleep truly restores you, you notice it the very next morning. The fog lifts, the aches feel lighter, your mood is steadier. You might even find yourself humming while making coffee. It's not magic, it's simply your body doing what it was always meant to do when you give it the right conditions. At this stage of life, every hour of good sleep is precious. We don't need perfection. We need small, thoughtful adjustments that honor the work our bodies are still doing for us. So I'll leave you with a question. Which of these 5 changes could you try tonight? Maybe it's as small as moving your phone across the room or unplugging a little lavender device. Maybe it's giving yourself the gift of dim light before bed or the comfort of blankets that hold warmth without wires. Whatever it is, know that these little shifts aren't just about sleep. They're about giving yourself permission to rest more deeply, to wake up with clearer thoughts and a lighter spirit. If you found this reflection helpful, let me know in the comments. Just write the word HOPE if you're ready to reclaim deeper rest. And if you have a friend or loved one who struggles with sleep, consider sharing this video with them. It might make their nights a little softer and their mornings a little brighter. Until next time, may your bedroom be a true sanctuary, quiet, clean, and filled with the kind of peace that restores. May your nights bring healing and your mornings greet you with energy and gratitude. Thank you for watching. I'm Sam, and I'll see you again soon.